So I've managed to miss 2 days due to things like sport and having a life, but the game's now suddenly moved into its end phase. There was a bit of not a lot going on about 2 days ago. Jiminy was fighting Raptor, Mono was fighting Phil. The little phony Cold War between me and Raptor, which involved me not sending him gifts at Salt Mine and Triton and him not sending me gifts at Goss, eventually resolved after a extended late night conversation for me anyway, which started with him accusing me of general untrustworthiness, which is probably fair enough, including some mysterious gift of drills that I knew nothing about, which I think related to the 52 drillers that I'd got from Brown, so I've no idea who was spreading what Chinese whispers. Raptor's original position was that if I wanted funding from him, I should be sending him stuff at Salt Mine. Now, when you have one enemy base and, or opponent base I should say, and a few relatively undefended bases, it doesn't really make any sense in my book to be sending stuff to the one base that's likely to counterattack. However, we eventually came to a deal that was mutually beneficial, which involved me loaning him a general at Phillips, him sending a lieutenant in exchange from Humble Rod as collateral, which meant that I didn't stand to lose that much if the deal went south. And based on that, we got funding and trust, and I gave him a few drillers at Salt Mine, which presumably also de-risked the chance of me stabbing him. And this worked well. I gave it to him, he gave it back, and I've returned his lieutenant, and everybody's happy. Of course, during this whole thing, I was trying to convince Jiminy that yes, I had managed to con Red into funding me, but really I'm on Jiminy's side, and all the same time Raptor is saying, well, you can convince Jiminy that you are in fact on his side and double-crossing me by doing the following things. So there was serious double agenting going on. Jiminy then realised that somebody had given Raptor a general when one of his attacks failed, and pretty much it accused me of doing it, and I then had to admit, and he sort of said, fine, I'm sure you had your reasons for doing it, but please don't do it again. He appears to be massively massing his forces up in the north where I can't see them, so it's kind of tempting for me to just attack Hashimoto instead, particularly as he's emptied it and he's reached driller cap, and there's his mine just sitting there. And the three-cornered saga of me in green and pink, I did something stupid by sending a pirate to try and nick some of his specialists which were being returned by an ambassador. He managed to solve that problem by activating them with a single sub, which meant that they killed the pirate, and then he got a hypnotist and stole the pirate. And I was particularly miffed by that because I got an ambassador just to try and get that pirate back, but it turns out that the hypnotist overruled the ambassador. Or maybe the radar range wasn't long enough, but I could have sworn that it was. So on the bright side, I did get a loan of a hypnotist from Mono, which meant that I've untapped these captured specialists here, some of which are going to go back to Mono. And Raptor has now offered that I can take that captured general there, and the new part of the plan is go after the new leader, which is ploughed in. So even though he's been a fairly solid ally most of the game, he did bow out of an existing alliance against pink, so I kind of don't feel so bad in joining the group going after him. So now I'm cooperating with pink and possibly green to go after Plowden, and possibly red, and possibly even blue. Everybody seems to want to wail on the leader. Wouldn't that be awesome? I think light blue is probably in a pretty good position, having not got involved in any wars whatsoever. So as it stands, Plowden now has 3 mines and is on to win in 3 days. I doubt that he's going to be able to build a 4th. So it's just up to whether I can get enough attacking manpower and generals, maybe 3 generals, to knock a hole in some of those defences. He's probably got 200 or 300 drillers defending those 3 mines, and this prediction is inaccurate because it doesn't show red vacating Humble Rod, but I will hopefully have about 300 drillers of my own pointing on that axis with speed enhancing specialists and a couple of generals. So there could be some fireworks to finish this game off. As it happens, I'm in 5th, which is right in the middle of the table. I have a mine, so I'm going to get some points, and it looks like I'll finish above these 2 because I can't see them mining anytime soon. So as long as I don't get myself eliminated, it's all good. And I'll see if we can knock off some of the leaders. I'm probably be around tomorrow, so we'll see how this attack is progressing.